Hello everyone, this is Cookies, and I've got turn 16. It's our second turn of the day, so we're in the afternoon. I'm a lot more awake than when I am in whatever, whatever state I'm in the morning. So let's go ahead and dive into this. We got a message from TNG, my favorite pen pal in this so far, because he sends messages. Finally, the People's Arena is taking place. I've been waiting for this. Around turn 9, I got the Holy 3 Kagan hero added by the Warhammer mod. This guy is a cracked, mundane commander that can summon unit versions of the Khan commander called Keshigs, and has 225 leadership and +4 morale to troops under his command. But the best part about him is that he summons 3d6 Keshigs every battle. Hopefully we get to see a good fight or two, so everyone can see the hilarity that ensues. Ooh, I am a little worried for him if he goes into the arena and someone sends their pretender, because I have a feeling they're not going to care about 3d6 Keshigs, but we'll see. Because People's Arena 2 means that I don't know if they're sacred Keshigs, but it means no casting, so he's not going to get to sit in the back and smite. He's going to have to go fight. Okay, we'll see. Uh, yeah, it Ooh, yeah, we'll see. All right, looking at the little flags down there, it's a little spoilery, but can't really avoid it. All right, Agartha attacking Independence. All right, pinging a throne. That's fine. Agartha getting a little throne greedy. Attacking Calum and work Enum. Okay, so Agartha's like GTFO. So Calum was very warranted with the retreat script, it looks like. These two do not seem to be on the same page. Oh, good grief, the friendly fire. Okay. I kind of wish in some ways maybe ranged units wouldn't always shoot or would aim a little bit further ahead of retreating units just have a little bit more AI in it to try and avoid some of the friendly fire. But alright, they don't kill anyone this time. In Kafir, we've got a... Who's the commander? It's in the center. We've got some Cave Knights against a little Pyrene raid. Okay. Looks like we have a Sorgina, an advancing cast. What is she doing? She's A2 but not casting. Is she on stay behind troops? Or is she just not scripted? She is just running loops around this commander. Air shield? What? Well, that's sad. Alright, maybe Pyrene's given up a bit. We can certainly look into it. Or maybe they just didn't expect it. But yeah, if you have a mage out in the open, I highly advise give it some sort of script. Even just a retreat script. So stuff like this doesn't happen. It's a couple of hotkeys, R for retreat, doesn't take very long, and it can save mages. Now, Pyrene might be in a state where he doesn't give a shit, but generally speaking, I find laziness can extend to other aspects of gameplay. So I try not to be lazy about stuff like that, but I still screw up pretty regularly. Alright. So he pings the boar, finds the little bit of PD dump, finds the Magister Arcane point buffer. Alright, so that's some active play. I like it. Calum attacking Independence. Alright, we've got some more Earthbound, and we've got Kaka presumably doing some more Skelly spam. Oh, and we've unlocked Horde of Skeletons. Definitely a fairly potent little raiding combo. Alright. Was this 2 Earthbound? Maybe that was to crossbows? I'm not sure. I'm not going to rewatch it to find out, though. All right, let's see. Gilgad. All right, we've got some more cave knights. Is this the... Am I watching the same thing? No, this one retreated. But it had the same, like, non-script. Okay. So this Sorgina gets away. Man attacking crystal fields. Alright, we got some Bakemono. Are they good against cavemen? Because of the attack density? Kind of, almost. The morale wasn't quite there. That was a lot closer than I thought it would be, though. Okay. I mean, they kill... they didn't quite kill more cavemen, but... That was... That went better than I thought it would. That's pretty cool. I'll have to put that one in my back pocket. Alright, Atlanta's going after Scraw Point. Alright, what are you casting? We've got Blessing. That's it. Okay. I don't even know why he's here. Could have sent like a tongue of lick or something. I guess leadership. But, okay. I would not risk a cap only in a raiding party like that. Or I would try not to. Alright. Yep, taking on the Zots. That went well. Should HP route soon. Oh, some of the birds or bats are on guard commander. Okay, they did in fact leave. Alright, so loses one snow warrior. Marignan going after Esquania. Alright. So if I remember right, there's a 50 PD dump here, and it's Barb PD it looks like. We've also got a number of pirates, and we've got some long dead. And some slingers. Now the virtue... Oh, he thought of it ahead of time. So he's added the snake ring. So the virtue's got 30 PR. Now, a lot of these troops might die, but assuming the virtue doesn't HP route, I think he's got this. So we got Mistform, Air Shield, Battle Fury. Alright, so they're slaughtering pirates. Is this all the leadership? For the entire PD dump? Oh, buddy. That's not good. So they just have to hold here. We'll take a look at them in just a second. These commanders are lasting. Oh my gosh, didn't kill him. This should be all... Okay. Now I want to watch it. So we've seen kind of what's happening in the background. I wanna watch the troops fight now. Alright, so big shots into the pirates. There we go. Yeah, I don't see any commanders up here. There's so many barbarians that they're coming through here. They're likely to kill this Master of Mirrors. Ooh, losing this... I feel like losing this guy would suck. Because... this guy provides a basis to get both glamour boosters, and I'm not sure if Marignan naturally has that. A magic scepter. I don't think this guy's a hero, though. Maybe he's just like an indie mage? This is so interesting. Maybe he is a hero? I'm not sure. He's definitely dead, though. I'm pretty sure. There. Yep, he's dead. The Virtue cannot kill these commanders fast enough for this force. Some of the crossbows have broken. Alright, we do have some routes. Most of the Marignan army has fled. And the Virtue HP routes, I believe. So the PD dump holds. Pretty significant attrition for Marignan as well. Okay. So Marignan loses a missionary, 2 masters of mirrors. Okay, these must be some recruitable that they found. Interesting. A guardian of the chalice. Also, I'm sorry, I'm just kind of distracted. Guarding them. Oh, that's cool. So they've got recuperation. Interesting. Oh, that's really cool. So how old can they be? 338. Dang. This guy had heroic endurance. Well, dead now. Loses 41 of the 82 crossbows, so half the crossbows. Loses all the royal guards. Loses all the swordsmen. Kills the captain. I believe it was a merc captain for the pirates. Kills a commander. All 8 barbarians. 7 of the 23 halberdiers. Only 3 of the long dead. And murders the pirates. So Satis doesn't even lose that much. He loses mostly the merc company and a few troops. The PD got slaughtered, but they're still there because he won the battle. Okay. So the Virtue just wasn't quite quick enough killing the leadership. And maybe I was missing some commander, but... Alright, and then we've got Bogatin. Tianchi pinging. Okay, so Patala rolls out to defend Bogatin. Interesting. But Tianchi goes on the capital. That's what I wanted to see. Alright. Man goes after Pyrene in Sleepy Mountains. Okay, so the humans go in here. But Pyrene was able to map move 2. I believe this was the map move 2 spot. And so this is the Pyrene army. So Pyrene should get a victory here. Should absolutely slaughter these man troops. Blood boil. The retreat's cut off. Okay, so I think kills this whole man force. Doesn't lose anyone. Does use some blood slaves, I think. Let me look up blood boil really quick. Okay, so blood boil is casting time 125%, affects 1 person, and does 11 damage. 11 armor negating magic resistance negates damage. Okay. Interesting. I don't... Does it cost a slave? I'm not sure. Interesting. So maybe the slaves were just for setting up the... the Sabbath. Who the heck is casting Blood Boil? Oh, the Cambion King. Oh, alright. So yeah, doesn't seem to be... Wait, what did he name these? Smoking these meats, roast hog, pig killer, hedonist, Igor the goat toucher, goy, oopsie daisy, oh no. Alright, so we got some fun names. Calum going into the Swamp of Solitude. This is the Sitis Fort with the dogs. Presumably not scripted to retreat this time. Okay. And then Tianchi going on Patala. This is a... No, he's pinging Patala. I was really hoping he... I think this is another missed opportunity. Sometimes you just gotta take fights. Okay. And then we've got the People's Arena. So Marignon fighting Atlantis. We've got a scout going in against a commander. Alright. So, no, I don't think anyone's sending a pretender in based on Tianchi's message then. Okay, so they aren't sacred, but they do have bodyguards, composite bows. This guy's got a GSS. Okay. Oh, he's got summon allies too. Yeah, this guy's pretty sweet. Now, the issue with him winning the arena is he's going to have to go to subsequent arenas, and people are going to know that he's going there. So that is a downside to sending this particular hero, is he could potentially get killed in future arenas. Alright. And the result, 310 gold and 14 fire gems to Tianchi. Then we've got an Inti attack on Tianchi. Werewolves showing up again. They should win this, I think. There we go. Yep. And then in Bonelands, we got some barbarians. Also killing more PD. Alright. And then on Agartha, we've got another independent attack. This time some dogs. But probably not enough PD here to defend. Oh, maybe. Oh, yep. Worked out. Okay. And then in Midland, good old Bogus. Yeah. This stuff is toast. Commander gets sniped by the Dark Knight. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Alright. So let's go ahead and... Oh, Calum's turning back. They didn't want Caves of Mira. Interesting. Nobody wants to mess with the cavemen right now. That's understandable. That's the Patala end. That's an Agartha end. Okay, so Agartha made an aggressive move on Calum. Okay, they took work in them. They do not care about Calum having their flag planted on part of Pyrene. Leaving a barbarian chief here to build a fort, though, unless you've talked to Calum about this, is dangerous, I would say. Oh gosh. I wonder if these two armies bump here. What a disaster that would be. Unless they're talking, but maybe they aren't talking. That would be a hell of a bump. Okay. And then Agartha's got a whole other army way over here. Like half a year away. Interesting. So Pyrene scores a kill on the smaller army. I think the boar could still kill that, but that's a lot of blood boil, potentially. And a lot of knights. But, I mean, he does have regen, so he gets a lot of health back. I think he's going to potentially go on Ionia and just try to walk on the capital. He's going to have to rally more troops, that's for sure. But once you cut off the recruitment, like, then all the attrition that you do is kind of permanent because they're not getting income. And so that's a really big deal. But if these two sides bump here, that would be kind of a disaster. I mean, Pyrene would love it, but it would be a disaster for Man and Agartha. Interesting. Okay. I wonder if they're communicating about that. And I wonder if Agartha and Calum maybe came to some sort of arrangement, like Agartha gets work in and then Calum gets this fort. I think that'd be a reasonable arrangement. Okay, and then we've got Agartha doing some vulturing. Marignon suddenly looking a lot weaker on this front, but has reinforcements on the way. And then Satis has a whole bunch of units left. If anyone could just survive in a cap defense, it's probably Satis. Because you got that death income. Every now and again, you just make another Tomb King, get more chariots or more whatever. You just keep building up crap in your capital. Make yourself very unappealing to take for a long time. All right. So now we've got 180 troops in Sermiak. He did gather everything in the farm. Okay, now you go on Patalo, surely. It doesn't matter where this force goes. They could go literally anywhere else. It doesn't matter. You can counter it eventually. But you need to put Patala back under siege so he stops making new troops. How many was this? 38? And there's 30-ish, so maybe 70. But you've got 180 and your tiger. Yeah, surely you just go on Patala now. And finish out this war. Let's see. Misfortune 3. So it would be good to get this province back. And then Atlantis. Atlantis can definitely dive in here. Pick up a couple of provinces there if they want, but they don't have anything to secure the exit, which is something you'd want. Atlantis just doesn't have enough troops. I think they're spending all their money on infrastructure, and they haven't really left enough for recruitment. Well, you've got 50, 30, and 30, but they need to move. Because you want to claim Cerulean Sea, you want to get into this cave, maybe claim Deep Gorge, you want to look at this throne, maybe this throne, you want to retake your gems still. So every turn the Indies have this, you're losing 5 gems. Now you've got Bogus in your farm, so you need troops to deal with that. You've got werewolves over here, although I think this is TNG, so never mind. More cavemen down here. So yeah, there's just a lot to do as Atlantis right now, and you want to scale pretty quickly. So yeah, we got a fort under here. Okay, so 3 new forts. That's where a lot of his money is going, I think. But yeah, you've got a lot to do with your troops right now. There's a lot of opportunities, so gotta get cracking. All right, and then let's see. Did we talk about Agartha at all? Agartha seems to be in a pretty solid position. Kind of depends if they end up in a new war with Calum or not. I would hope that they've negotiated this so that they can build a fort in Packwoods and claim it. They didn't even claim it, I don't think. So maybe they don't want Calum to know it's the Throne of Fortune yet. But Calum should be able to tell by looking at the scales here, because there's a luck scale. It's probably a little bit of a giveaway. They haven't started a fort on the Steel Evans just yet either. I think as Agartha, you want to get a couple of underground forts. You get bonus PD, I believe, down there. Like Blind Fighter PD. And you get bonus income. It's not a super great province, but the one here is also pretty good. This cave forest is great. You should want to take out these dogs here before Calum gets it. So yeah, just a lot to do here. And he's off vulturing, which is all fine and dandy, but I'm not quite sure what all these troops are doing. It seems like they're running off to take the throne of bureaucracy here. But I think for Agartha, you also want to get underground. And a few cave knights for doing that. I mean, this doesn't look like a tough throne. I don't know how many cave knights you need for it, but I bet some could be spared to go underground. Golden Throne would be amazing on Agartha, too. And the Crystal Throne. All these thrones are pretty awesome for them. You get free PD from this. You get a Dominion Conflict bonus for spreading your scales, which is nice. I mean, this one's probably well, I don't know. Dom Spread 5 is pretty awesome, too. But I think these are probably my 3 favorites for Agartha. I mean, all of these thrones are decent for them. Yeah, Marignon's in a tough spot. This is a lot of Satis stuff. It just kind of depends what he wants to do with it. Does he want to raid around in his cap circle? He certainly can. He's got a 50 PD dump here. Now, Marignon knows about this PD dump, so he may want to protect this. But yeah, I mean, he's in a prime position to kind of expand a little too. Although, considering you've got Calum vulturing you, you may want to protect your commanders a little bit more. The virtue got to really go after the sadist commanders. It looks like the Empoisoner survives, so that was the one I missed. Okay. So they still had a little bit of leadership. I think we've talked about everyone. But yeah, this is. I'm loving how aggressive many of the players seem. This should be a really good game. At least that's what I'm hoping for. And we've seen some really nice defensive plays, even from players, probably almost definitely on their way out of the game, to bleed their invaders, which I really like seeing. Like this was a great play. Patala's had a couple of really nice plays. So yeah, looking forward to seeing a lot more of this. And seeing who all gets different thrones. Should be very entertaining. Looking forward to it. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, we haven't done graphs. No, I don't have graphs. All right, yep, I think that's it. So I'll go ahead and call it here. Have a good one, guys. Later.